Right, 10-minute JavaScript introduction. We're gonna be as fast as we can. Let's start again more. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, 10-minute JavaScript introduction. Let's get ready. So JavaScript is the language of the web, and it's the language that we use to make the web pages more interactive. It's the reason why apps that you use like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they feel so smooth and so natural. And JavaScript was introduced by a company called Netscape, which if you're going to study the history of internet and the history of technology, is going to pop up quite a lot. Netscape was co-founded by Mark Andreessen, which is now co-founder of the Andreessen Horowitz venture capital fund. So is a name that is going to pop up quite a lot if you study the history of this technology. So why do we have to study JavaScript? First of all, you have to. Like that's the language you get, so you have to learn to enjoy it. The second reason it's a very simple and flexible language. Compared to many other languages, this is the easiest to get into. Maybe Python is a little easier, but it's definitely up there. And it also is a very interesting language because it allows for an imperative approach and also a functional approach. And you don't need to understand any of this. It will become more obvious as we use it. So the first state of JavaScript, in order to get it, we're just gonna do Command T and open up a new tab, and then I'm gonna do right click, inspect, and it's going to open up this magical window, and I'm gonna select console. This works basically with every browser at this point. Another way to get it is to go into the option more tools, developer tools, which you can access by pressing Command Option I. And then you can swap the tab until you reach the console tab. And this is a REPL. A REPL is a read, print, evaluate loop. And basically it's just a tool that allows us to work with JavaScript. So if I type in some JavaScript, and yeah, this is math. Math is also JavaScript. It's going to give me a result back. So if I do 1 plus 1, I guess 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Quick maths. And I can do quick maths. All right? And so that way, as you can see, whatever you feed it, it's going to return it, which is very interesting and allows us to get into a more dynamic situation. Additionally, in the course that you can find below this description, in which I help you build your prototype in 7 days, we're going to figure out how to print stuff on the screen, how to manipulate objects. So we're not going to get into that right now. There's no point for you to learn how to do it in JavaScript, at least in my opinion, because you can do it more efficiently in other ways. And these ways are becoming standard, and I wish those ways were available back in the day when I started. So if you want to learn more, just click on the link below. I'm going to send you a nice gift if you do join. And with that said, let's go back to what is a variable. X equals 12. Y equals 9. What is x plus y? Is 21. These are variables. A variable can also be a string. Hello, my, and the y could be darling. Let's do it with a space so that we can do something that is very interesting, which is x plus y with strings. What is x plus y with strings is the concatenation operation. This is very interesting. Another way to do it is with these backticks that allows us to embed through this janky way by doing $, curly brace, variable, closing curly brace. This allows to create fancy strings. And then we're gonna do the other variable. And as you can see, it allows us to create this weird janky text that is dynamic based on other variables. So a real example would be, let's say, I'm going to do Command K to clear the console, but let's say we have 4 friends. Friend count equals 3, okay? And now we're going to do backtick. I have $, squarely brace, friend count, closing squarely brace, friends. There we go. So what if we want to turn this into a function? We can do that. We're going to call it the print friend count equals, and you're going to see something that you're not going to see in other courses because I just like this. This is the better way of writing function because it's the new one. It's cooler, New is always better. Barney Stinson. So, the last Star Wars is definitely the best one. Anyhow, it's going to receive a variable called how many friends, we're going to call it, just to keep it simple. How many friends, and it's going to return a string with basically this. But it's going to say you have how many friends? Friends. There you go. Now we close the backticks. Now this is a function. So if I do this and I have no friends, you have 0 friends. We should do a case where it's like you're lonely. You should go out more. But that's in another course. If you want that course, let me know. So now we define functions. Let's define another function just because we're going to define a function called add double. I like this. Double equals number. And actually we can do this. We don't even need to have the braces because this is the one input, and then this is what we return. We return number times 2. Number. And so double of 25 is 50. All right. Let's do a multiply function. Multiply. The properly writing names is the hardest challenge in JavaScript, by the way. Multiply. So we're gonna have a number by, and we're gonna, in this way, since we have 2 parameters, we need to put them into braces, and then we're gonna return number times by. Okay. And multiply. We can multiply 2 with 2, and it's 4. Multiply is not defined. We'll just, because I typed it wrong, that's fine. As you can see, the meaning behind the function is something that we define. So multiply, nouns, multiply means multiply. But now we can also do multiply equals multiply. And now multiply basically allows the same thing. Interesting. So why does this happen? Because everything is an object in JavaScript. What is an object? This is an object. I guess we'll do object, which is the name of the variable, is equal to an actual object, which is curly brace, parameter, or I guess we will call it key, and then value. And the syntax is object, key, colon, double quotes, value. And then you put a comma to have a second key. Second key equals second value. And where it gets kind of weird is that third key, any key, may also be a number. And it may also be another object. So it could be literally, as you can see, another object with a special key. Special K is K, obviously, right? Okay, and now we can access the variable by typing the name of the object, which is object, and then dot key, and we get the value. Okay, we could do the same thing by typing object square key, square the brace name of the key. And the reason why we need this this way of doing it is because this way we can do it dynamically, which is very interesting. We'll definitely get into that in our course. For now, the last thing I need to show you is arrays. This is an array and is equal to square bracket, the first element, the second element, the fourth element, etc. You can have as many elements as you want. And the last comma was wrong, by the way. This is an array. And as you can see, it's like this complex object, which is basically a list. And the way you access each item is by putting in a number, starting from 0 for the first element, for 1, 2, 3, to 1 for the second element, to 2 for the second element, and 3 to get nothing. Okay? So why do we need arrays? Because we can do this couple of functions that are magical. The first one is map. This is an array.map element. So map takes each element and it applies a function to them. So now element, to each element of the array, we're going to do element times 2. And basically, we multiplied all the elements in the array. The other function is called the for each, which is incredible too. These are the 2 functions that we're going to use so many times. You're going to learn them. element. Let's just call it L. And we're going to do a console.log, which simply means print it out, printing out the value. And we do a space, blah, 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 EL. And as you can see, I'm just putting EL because it's the value, current value. And as you will see, it's going to be printed. Missing argument list, because I forgot to put a parenthesis. There you go. Okay. So the interesting thing about JavaScript when you learn it is that you need to learn what is possible. You literally need to learn what is possible so that you figure out how to get it. So let's say I want to round a number. Let's say I'm going to do 14 divided by 3, which is this weird number. So now I know that there's a function called math.round, which is 14 divided by 3. Now you know too. Okay, but let's say I need 2 decimals. How do I do that? I guess I'm going to Google how to round, which is the magical word, round to true decimal JS. And I type JS, and I know there's a JavaScript to fixed method. Now I know, I can see the example. The example is give me this weird number, and it's gonna turn it into a number with 2 variables. So what do? I try it out. This is how you learn. Math dot is actually num.toFixed means that it's gonna be this way. It's a little weird. Don't worry about it. Dot toFixed 2. There we go. And now it's turned into a string. So let's say you want the number. You're gonna do parse float of 14 divided by 3 dot toFixed 2. But you have to parse float after order of operation, and there you go. Now you have a number. So what am I saying? There's probably other ways to do it, probably better. I'm not aware of them right now, but I'm sure you can find them. And it depends on what you want. But with that said, the attitude is an attitude of trying things. We try things so that we see what happens. That's basically the whole thing. And you're gonna see with React that we're able to jumpstart all the things. Now with that said, you can join my course by clicking on the link below. I'm gonna give you a nice gift if you decide to sign up for more information right now. So sign up right now with the link below to get more information on the course and get a free bonus just for you. And with that said, this intro to JavaScript gives you all the tools that you're gonna actually use to build your web application with React and Strapi. So I'll see you on the other side. Peace.